is the 21st publication this year, and this is expected by the market because we are surveying all the aspects of the market, meaning the climate change, the renewables development, the security of supply, the retail markets, the financials of utilities, and finally the transformation. We are making it for Europe, North America, Southeast Asia, and Australia too. And this is definitely expected by the CXOs of the utilities, but also all the stakeholders of the sector as an indicator on where the market is going and what should you do every year to get the most interesting position on the market. We have multiple key findings this year. The first one is that we are not definitely on track for the Paris Accord agreement. And the global warming is a more and more important concern for everyone. Second key findings, the renewables are growing fast, becomes competitive, but the investments are not enough significant to mitigate the climate change warning. Third finding this year is the fact that the energy topics are definitely interrelated with the geopolitical tensions. US being oil independent and having a strategic weapon on that, China leveraging all their rare earths and rare metals, and they produce 95% of the rare earths and the rare metals in the world. Europe is a good student in a bad classroom for mitigating, and we are not doing enough. We have found also this year that the disruption will not come from the sector technologies, but from a combination between sector technologies and digital technologies. And finally, we are focusing on the transformation roadmap of the players, and we are indicating what they should do to become leaders or to remain leaders in the markets. This is the World Energy Markets Observatory. The sector is in a huge transformation, never seen in more than 100 years, because of the climate change, because of the deregulation, because of the decentralization, because of the digitization. Most have been done to reduce the costs, but this is not enough. You should now take new position on the market, focus where you want to become leaders, and definitely disrupt this game, which is a game in which you have not only your incumbent peers, but also the GAFA, the car manufacturers, the battery manufacturers, and niche players which are coming and taking a seat on the market. That's why you should observe, you should adapt your strategies, you should get powerful roadmaps, and definitely not follow our recommendations, but be inspired by our recommendations. First of all, we have recommendations for the public governments and the politicians to mitigate the climate change, to make more efforts on the carbon prices, to make more efforts on allocating the taxes to environmental projects, but also to educate the people to live differently. We will not meet the climate change challenge if we don't live differently. For the players in the market, our recommendation is to take a leading position on decarbonization, a leading position on digitization, and to focus on the value chain parts, value chain domains in which you can become a leader, and not doing that by yourself only, but including ecosystems, startups, and leverage all the resources you can find on the market.